there, warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive with me, Meghna Dekha. Well, first up on the bulletin, it was supposed to be a simple procedural thing where MPs come and are administered oath of office. But such is the nature of politics in India that now every opportunity is being used to set a narrative, to send out a message beyond the confines of the parliament. One such leader, one such parliamentarian was Asaduddin Owaisi, AIMIM chief. After being sworn in as a member of parliament for the 5th consecutive time, concluding his oath with a series of chants, including one hailed in the name of Palestine. Well, the slogan triggered off a massive uproar from the Treasury benches that eventually led to a complaint being filed, leading to the remarks being expunged. Owaisi, however, has said that there was nothing unconstitutional about it.
क्या क्या कहा नहीं कहा तो सब आपके सामने है, सब बोल रहे हैं, क्या क्या नहीं बोल रहे हैं। हम क्या बोले, हम जय भीम, जय मीम, जय तेलंगाना, जय फलस्तीन।
तो उन्होंने फलस्तीन पे ऑब्जेक्शन उठाया है सर बीजेपी ने।
कैसा खिलाफ है, कैसा खिलाफ है, कैसा खिलाफ है बताइए, बताओ कौन सा संविधान का प्रोविजन है।
Meanwhile, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju has said that the centre does not have any enmity with Palestine or any other country, but there have been doubts being raised as to whether it is appropriate for an MP to raise the slogan praising any other country. Others in the BJP have questioned why he did not, and it would say similarly hail India as well. Why not chant Bharat Mata Ki Jai? So what do the rules really say? Well, as per the extant rules, an MP can be disqualified from his Lok Sabha membership for any acknowledgement of allegiance or adherence to a foreign state.
कल यही व्यक्ति ने सांसद में, जो हम एक देवालय मानते हैं, अल्लाह ताला का नाम लेकर, यह व्यक्ति इस देश के प्रति अपना वफादारी नहीं दिखाना चाहता है, अपना निष्ठा नहीं दिखाना चाहता है, बल्कि कहता है जय फालस्तीन। हम 130 करोड़ भारतवासियों की तरफ से एक ही सवाल उनसे कहना चाहते हैं, पूछना चाहते हैं, कौन हो आप? कौन हो आप? आप किस देश के वफादार हो? आप किसके संरक्षण के लिए भारत देश में बैठे हो?
ओवैसी ने कहा जय भीम, जय मीम और जय फिलिस्तीन। तो मैं ओवैसी को कहना चाहूंगा, भारत माता की जय बोलने में तुझे क्यों शर्म आती है भाई? जिस देश में खाता है, जिस देश में पीता है, भारत देश में राजनीति भी करता है और भारत माता की जय बोलने में शर्म आती है।
However, Asaduddin Owaisi was not the only MP to have deviated from script. BJP MP from Bareilly, Chhatrapal Singh Gangwar, he too stoked off a controversy by chanting Jai Hindu Rashtra, Jai Bharat, while he took oath yesterday. The BJP MP from Ghaziabad, Atul Garg, meanwhile, has said Narendra Modi Zindabad. And when the India bloc had opposed the same, he returned to the podium and he said, Dr. Hegdewal Zindabad. Watch this.
People of India have voted against Modi government because they don't want sensational rhetorical politics that usually BJP champions against the idea of constitution, against the idea of code of conduct of parliament. That a BJP member of parliament who has serious criminal charges against them chose to speak about Hindu Rashtra and violated the decorum of the parliament, and BJP absorbs it, accepts it.
देखिए ऐसा है कि जो वहाँ जो पढ़ने के लिए जो पेपर दिया जाता है उसमें संविधान के प्रति अपनी आस्था के बारे में जताया जाता है, लेकिन कोई अगर पैलेस्टाइन की बात करता है, हिंदू राष्ट्र की बात करता है, तो मैं समझता हूँ कि उचित नहीं है और इसको स्पीकर को इस मामले में संज्ञान लेना चाहिए।
Well, let me go across to our panelists. Joining us today on the show, we have Neeti Jain, BJP spokesperson. Hari Shankar Jain is joining us, the senior advocate, as well as Atikur Rahman, a political analyst. Before we look into the politics and the optics of it all, I'm going to go across to Hari Shankar Jain. He is a senior advocate who has complained to President Murmu seeking the disqualification of Asaduddin Owaisi from the parliament. So thank you so much for joining us here on the show, Hari Shankar Jain. If you can explain to us a bit about the contentions that you have made, because you have said that under Article 102 and Article 103, he must be disqualified. If you can explain that to us, on what grounds?
देखिए, it is undisputed that Mr. Owaisi chanted the slogan Philistine Jindabad in Parliament. Article 102 of the Constitution clearly lays down if any person is under acknowledgement of allegiance or adherence to a foreign state. Kindly mind the word, under any acknowledgement of adherence. What it means? It means that your loyalty should not be shown or connected with any other state. Here you are saying Palestine Jindabad. But I say, even if a person says Nepal Jindabad in parliament, and a person occupying the seat in parliament, that is governed by Article 102, he will incur disqualification for saying so. It shows your allegiance with a foreign state. Why this article has been made? And what was the occasion to say Palestine in parliament? They are living Israelis also. If one person says Israel Jindabad, Israel Jindabad, then there would have been lot of objection. If I have said Israel Jindabad, because you are Muslims in bulk, they will want to use that word and you want to show that entire Muslims of the world, they are one. You want to become champion of Muslim cause, and you are utilizing the platform of parliament. Therefore, you are showing your allegiance with a foreign state. Otherwise, there is no utility for keeping this word in the Constitution. Dr. Ambedkar enacted this Constitution, and these words have been used knowingly that
Absolutely.
in future traitors will be there, and traitors may do so. They know the history of India, and we cannot allow.
These are very harsh
Let
words.
him go.
Very harsh words that you have used, that he is a traitor who's knowingly used these words at a time when he was taking oath by the Indian Constitution. Hari Shankar Jain, however, we put these exact questions to Asaduddin Owaisi. We told him that his words, his chant of Jai Palestine has violated the rules of the Constitution, to which he has said there was no clause in the Constitution which has prohibited him from saying Jai Palestine, that he was only speaking for the oppressed. Is there a loophole somewhere? He is also an advocate. Hari Shankar Jain.
Yes, again.
Sorry, I was saying that when we asked Asaduddin Owaisi, he said that there is no clause in the Constitution that prohibits him from chanting Jai Palestine. He is also an advocate.
What is the say? I don't say, I don't question the personal things. Mr. Owaisi is a learned person, he is advocate, but that does not mean that he does not commit mistakes. And here, his intention, his political ambition, and his fight for Muslim cause of the whole world. That is there. He has done so intentionally. At the cost, what he is going to pay. He knows he wants to become next Jinnah, new Jinnah of India. Therefore, Article 102 fully applies in this case, and what is in mind, and nobody to question that.
So Article
But it is certain.
102,
Whatever he has
Section
said.
4, that is what specifically talks about how any parliamentarian cannot show allegiance to any other foreign country, is what Mr. Harishankar Jain has based his entire article and complaint against Asaduddin Owaisi, seeking his disqualification along with Article 103. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Harishankar Jain, for explaining all of that to us. Let me go across to Atikur Rahman. Is that what happened, Mr. Atikur Rahman? As Harishankar Jain says that this was political posturing, eyeing a certain vote bank which has gone horribly wrong because the very basic tenets of the constitution have now been violated, those of secularism, those of patriotism.
So, Meghna, this is a full example of making a mountain out of a molehill. Where is the allegiance or acknowledgement of a foreign country in this particular matter?
Palestine.
Look at the context. What Israel is doing, violation of the human rights on Gaza and the people of Palestine. In that context, is it not fair to the Indian Parliament in its inauguration?
Atikur Rahman, when Asaduddin Owaisi could say Jai Palestine, Jai Bhim, Jai Meme, Jai, even he said Jai Telangana, what would have cost him to say Jai Hind? Is that not the context where he was swearing upon the Indian constitution?
I can fill in the blanks. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
You're not taking oath. You're not taking oath in the Indian Parliament.
No, we are not objecting to anything. Even Vande Mataram is for me not objectionable. You know, here the question is, how are we showing support to the marginalized people of Gaza and Palestine if not in the Indian Parliament on its inauguration day?
He does not need to chant by another country. Let me bring in Niti Jain. Niti Jain, nothing wrong is what Atikur Rahman says.
No, they would say that, but this is the man who had the problem with saying Vande Mataram and Bharat Mata ki Jai. वो इनसे नहीं बोला जाएगा. This was about oath taking. This was about India. This was about an MP who had to put his allegiance to India, not to Palestine. This is a matter of foreign policy. You cannot be standing in the parliament and voicing your personal opinion. You can have your personal opinion. But what India does about Palestine is a matter of foreign policy, and the foreign minister is going to decide that or say it out loud.
Right.
Your personal opinion cannot be put across in the parliament as Jai Palestine. And whatever Harishankar Jain ji has said about the law of this, there is, whatever he said about section 102D, it does say that if you show allegiance to any foreign country, there is a ground.
Atikur Rahman, India has not even officially recognized Palestine. Harishankar Jain has said that this is a land which is being occupied by radicals. Indian nation does not recognize it.
No, here you are wrong. India recognizes the state of Palestine along with Israel, and the two-state policy is a very much firm idea of India as far as the UN is concerned. Secondly, Niti, I am ready to take my words back. I am ready to condemn Mr. Owaisi if you condemn what the Bareilly member of parliament did, saying
Answer that. That's a good point that he's raised. You have someone who stood up and said, Jai Hindu Rashtra. Niti Jain, will you stand by that? Do you back that? What about secularism?
The point here is that there is one person who said Bhagwan, one said Islam, one said Hindu Rashtra. It was still about India. He was not taking a stand against about any foreign country or anything else. He was still talking about India. Hindustan हमारा नाम है.
Niti Jain,
we are Hindustan.
saying Jai Hindu Rashtra is against the basic tenets of the constitution as well. He is
I
saying.
am saying that he needs to adhere to whatever the convention
There
is.
can't be
but that
different
is
yardsticks
still
for
not a ground
secularism.
disqualification.
Neeti Jain.
That is still not ground for disqualification. What Asaduddin Owaisi ji has said is grounds for disqualification. And he needs to keep his personal opinion to himself. That is the only point. So the
And
only
let's not
reason
forget
this becomes a major
Article 102, when you talk about disqualification, there is also about violating the basic tenets of what our nation stands for, what our constitution stands for. One of them is secularism. One says that a certain MP during his oath had pandered to a certain vote bank. The same yardstick should then be applicable even to the others. Because when it comes to secularism, it cannot have double standards. Thank you so much for putting all of that into perspective. Neeti Jain, thank you so much for joining us. Hari Shankar Jain, who is the main complainant in this case, we'll have to wait and see on his complaint. Will Asaduddin Owaisi face any disciplinary action? We'll have to wait and see. Atikur Rahman, as always, thank you for joining us here on the show. Without a short break, stay tuned.